what my life in Pahrump has been like. I have met so many people who are scam artists, so many people who only like you if um, give them shit. Um, I rented a space because I had my dogs and I wasn't going to get rid of them. And we paid a heavy price. This woman was a asshole, and she just nickled and dimed us to the point where I could have gotten a really nice place to set up camp, but no one would help me on the I need help in Pahrump. They literally shunned me, saying that I'm from California and I wasn't welcome here. Pretty much that's how I was welcomed into Pahrump. I found myself living in an RV for 11 months. My son went to live with my dad because we were so cramped and he felt bad for us. It was the most horrible experience. Getting housing here is, well, let's just put it this way. Unless you have $250,000 or more, you're not going to get a decent house. Our house is comparable to below HUD housing, to be honest. I'm being as honest as possible. Uh, Most people, you got to be careful if they're going to scam you. This is like living in a country, not country, country, you have a lot of trees and you can see the stars. Unfortunately, Detroit was better. Really. I didn't have that many scam artists, not like here. I can't believe it. I'm living next to a drug house where a woman who I really believe Skeletor's mom lives next door, and she goes by the name Candy. Because, good Lord, that woman is just like a skeleton with, I don't know, weird colored hair. And then I have other people, they had gotten drunk and high and whatever next door last summer and had a shooting match, and no one got arrested because apparently no one was killed yet. They're waiting for the bodies, I guess, they I've never lived where I felt a lot of times like at night I'm like thinking, are there going to be someone who's going to a drug deal go bad and they'll shoot me? I mean, I've actually thought that. Are they going to shoot me? Would they, no one would give a shit. And this is like worse than Detroit. I had friends in Detroit. I still have my friends in Detroit from my street. Here, no one, mm-mm. There's no friends, no nothing, nothing going on. I have never had it where it was like the feeling of alone. I just cannot grasp, not having friends. I mean, not even where people will go, hey, you know what? Give me a call sometime, and you call them and they actually remember you. I've done that where they've done that and I've called them and they don't even remember. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got the wrong number. It's come to the point that I'm just, my son will never marry anyone here because yeah. There's really, if you have young children, think about this and think about real quick, the old people don't like young kids. And if they hear them screaming or playing, I've heard people bitch on the, wench about it, going, hey, there's really nothing here. And it's just like I go to work and no one wants nothing to do with me. So I'm to that point where I just don't want to, you know, if you want somewhere where you don't want no friends and there's scam artists, you have to try to find a good company. I have never in my life had it where the help was so minimal. If you are in a wheelchair, you're fucked. That's the whole point. This is not, if you have health problems where you have to go to the hospital here is really a joke. They actually left me in a room for 2 hours and said they forgot about me. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, really? Oh, I am, I don't have no one who outside, my immediate family. I have nobody. And I've come to the feeling, do I want to spend 5 more years here with no one, where my friends are elsewhere and I can visit them on an airplane?
You have a package. And you got mail.
I got a package.
E-Trade, Charles Schwab, junk mail. I'll throw this one away. This is junk mail.
It's food. I ordered my food. I got base. Padina. I got this. This. Vitamins. I really don't think that if you are looking for friends and stuff, and you're looking for sun, I would suggest going to Florida. A lot of people like that. It may be hot and muggy, but I'll tell you this much. Most people say that they're very friendly. It's a win-win. And it's near water. I've never been this away from water and stuff, so I'm like really like kind of weirded out. Oh, cool. They gave me this comes with, it's like a straw. Wow, I better put that on. Break things. I'd break it. Anyway, I don't have no friends, and no one really gives a shit. And it's like one of those things. It's like, I'm ready to go. You don't want me? I'm ready to go. I would love to leave. I'm going to see. I got to talk to Carol, see if I can get this house on the market. I got to figure out what I need to fix so I can go. I'm just, I have not, if I gave myself a certain amount of time, and I realize that I will never have true friends here, like where they'll, be there for you. I'm on my own. And I thought, if something happens to my husband, I'm screwed. I'd be the old cat lady. So I'm not going to go and deal with that. I'm not going to be the old cat lady. I'm going to go home. I'm don't feel at home in here anymore. I just don't. Maybe a Constitution sanctuary city here, but unfortunately, there's so many people who just are full of hate and jealousy. They don't want to help their own neighbor. They don't even want to help my husband's a veteran, wouldn't want to help us. They have their hands out right away. The gimmies come out. So, yeah. And they give you a measuring thing. Whoopee. Oh, looks like I got, they got a scooper in here too. I could feel it's a plastic one. Yeah, you could feel that. Banana cinnamon flavored. All right. So, no, I just, no one really gives a shit, and I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like to that point where I can move. I'd rather go to Poland. I really would. I even looked at some, I I looked at property, online, but yeah, just not happy. I'm right there where I'm thinking, wow, so where I work, I'd work there for so many years, and then I just like, be this old lady. I just don't see it happening. I don't see they value, there's no what I would call value of life here, where they really, have a decent hospital, where they act like they give a shit. To be honest, I'd never, if I would have known how bad it would be here, I would have just said I'd borrow more money from my dad and I would have just moved along. I really would. Oh, Paul says, hi, my birthday is April 15th. Paul says, I hope you have a great day. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to move along. I'm just not happy with my life. I really am not. I'm ready to move on. It's just after 6 years, God, when I lived in California, I had once it will be on my Friday, and I'd have my friends come over and we do wine. Or was it once a month? It was every 2 weeks we used to do it. I used to get in trouble because I was doing it every week. And I miss that. I'll never have that here. I never have friends here. I won't have no one. I'll be that old lady. I'm ready to move, but then it's like, I got to get everything done and sold. I have no living room. My bathrooms are, I think the people decorated early yard sale. That's their decoration. Early yard sale. It's like whatever you had. So don't move to Pahrump. If you're young and you're looking for a woman, God bless, don't. It's a lonely life here. I've never been this lonely. I was when I lived in California. I can call a friend and go, let's go do something. And we do it. And it was just amazing. Oh, Paul says, maybe you can move one day. Yes, I plan on that. I, I'm just upset. It's just coming to a head. I realize that I have no friends. I will never have friends here. So I have. Oh, and let's talk about the dentist here. I have never seen more crooked dentists ever. I mean, they are like car dealerships here that I rather deal with a buying a car than getting my teeth done. It is the most horrible dentist I've ever seen on the face of the earth. People have horrible teeth here for a reason? The dentists suck. I'm to that point where I'm like, I want to go to Michigan to get my teeth done because they're, you know. Oh, Paul's from Southland, Essex. Oh, my family is actually, I have done the DNA test, and my family was also centered in like the Essex area and stuff like that for England. So, yeah, they stated that that's what it was, in a place where people come to die. I'm in a place where people don't give a shit no more. And that's how I feel. I live next to the Grim, no, the Grim Reaper's mom. I really do. I feel that way. She sells drugs. This last summer was horrible. I tried to keep a happy face and tried. I'm not the one that stays here. My husband stays here 8 hours. If I had to stay here all the time, I would have moved a long time ago because I was up to that, to that point. And I really am right now. I really rather, I don't think that no one really, it just come to the point where you're going, why am I here? When you live in Pahrump, Nevada, it people are not if you come from a place where people are friendly. But Paul will say, oh, Michigan people. No, I never met anyone friendly in Michigan besides the friends, like when you go out shopping and stuff. I never really thought of anyone being friendly to me. I'm just not, I had a couple friends, real good friends. That's about it. I'm not a big person going to the bar all the time. I'm not a big drinker. I don't do tons of, bad drugs. I don't do any bad drugs. I live a pretty clean life, and maybe it's too boring for here. Maybe I'm too honest. I don't know. I've come to the point that I have never lived in a place where the health care is literally, a lot of people don't think I have a good sense of humor. So and a lot of people don't even, you know, talk to me, let alone anything. I'm I really don't think that I'm a good person anymore. I rather, to be honest, I'm just don't I've lost faith in everything, you know. Paul, I have no friends. Let me get where I can type. I can type without looking. No friends. Life. On better, what is it? HUD homes, better HUD homes, and what else? Drug houses next door. He says, Paul, I have no friends, no life, and my house should be on better HUD homes and drug homes of Pahrump, Nevada. Literally, they put light switches on upside down. I don't know if they just thought it was fun, cool, but all I can say is that the I've come to the point that no one gives a shit to even help out. No one cares to even do any of that. You live in Pahrump, and if you're a veteran, you're fucked. It's like you talk about the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. How about the no-legged man in the ass-kicking contest sitting on the floor wondering what the fuck's going on? Because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm the no-legged man sitting in the ass-kicking contest and everyone's got gas. That's my luck. You know, they call the luck of the Irish. That's where you step in shit in your bad shoes, you know? And that's me. Yeah. I've just come, I don't like Pahrump no more. I'm People just are not, I feel a lot of times they just don't want to help anyone. I live next to fucking drug dealers. Now the Grim Reaper's mom is next door. She'll sell you some good opiates, you know. You want their address, I'll email it to you. Shit. Just God, in Detroit it was easy, you know. You hear gunfire, you go in your house, you're good. You knew who the drug dealers were, you stayed away, you know. Just hate it. You talk about, a lot of people want to know, what is this? Joseph Shiro is always, as it always gets better, everything is temporary. Oh, okay. See you. I thought the same thing too. The first year is here, it's only temporary. Second year here, I'm thinking, what's wrong with the people here? I really thought there was something wrong with the people here. And then I'm like, what's wrong with me? After 6 years, it's not wrong with the people and it's not temporary. This is how these people live. You got the scam artists and you got shitloads. I had friends of mine warn me, there's shitloads of drug dealers here. They don't do nothing about it. The person who owns the property next door, he owns a pet store, and he only gets in people that sell drugs. I mean, really, that's all he gets. You get, Section 8 and people who sell drugs. Yeah. If it was temporary, it would have been done with. It's not, I can't see myself living here and going, God, this is great. They don't even put their medical as a priority. And being that it's supposed to be where elderly are here, you would think they would go, God, there's elderly here. They're going to need a hospital. They don't have a hospital. They have what I consider, it looks like a hospital, but it's an actual clinic in my mind's eye. I don't see it as a hospital. I see it as like, the clinic in Southwest Detroit. That's what I see it. You get treated the same way, if not worse. They forgot about me in a room a while back. I went there and it was like 2 hours later. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Parump's not a place to bring up kids or someone who needs medical attention. You have to drive an hour and a half to Vegas in order to get your medical attention. Every time you got to go and get that done. And I've come to the point it's like, really, you better be healthy or you won't make it here in Pahrump. And then the houses, they go for, we're talking a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and maybe some land, and they're going for a 500,000 or more, you know. And I thought, well, if I sold my house, I'd be able to move pretty much where I wanted. I want to go to Poland, but I'd have to learn the language, and I'd be stuck in the same thing. No one wouldn't be my friend, and I'd be stuck in a different country. Yeah, you come here, you don't get good service. Oh, you go to Detroit, you get better service. I'm telling you, they have a time limit. They have a time limit. If you're in the waiting room a half an hour, yeah, it does suck here. They really, and the dentist, it's like dealing with a used car salesman. Think about that, how fun that is. They are everything here, including the dispensary, is between 30 to 50% higher than what it would be in Vegas. Everything is higher in certain aspects of stuff here, including getting work done. If you have to bring someone over here, you know what? You go over in Vegas. That's what a friend of mine, not a friend, acquaintance, went in Vegas, picked up some people from Home Depot to help clean her yard, because she said it's cheaper for her to do that and take them back to Vegas and pay them than what it is to ask people to help out here, because they are such scam artists. I'm telling you this. You would have to drive a 3-hour trip, round trip, drop someone off again so you can have someone clean up your yard that isn't a scam artist, or when you ask people for help, because there's so many people around between 30 and 40 that just look hit up. And I'm like, I don't do the bar scene. It's not like, and it's like, I said to my husband, why are we here? Why'd you pick this place? God, it's like people come here to die. It's like, I'm gonna go die. I'm gonna go, and just all they do is gamble. And then when the whorehouse is open, we'll have that. It would be nice to have some of those places open up, because I get tired of the old men with their carts following me around. Hey, you got nice tits. And I'm like, really? Like I said to the guy, you need to go to the whorehouse. Well, it's been closed, so I'm getting my entertainment. I'm careful in shopping at Walmart here. If you're, if you look a little younger than death, then you'll get old people following you around. So if you don't look like death warmed over, you'll get them following around with the scooters. I had 3 following me around, waving at me. I'm like, really? They need to open up them whorehouses. God dang, these um, old men need to be serviced. It's bad. It's just so bad. And it's like I have no friends, no life. All I do is work, and then I have to deal with this house. And I can't. I don't know. I even to even talk to somebody about getting a storage unit, they were rude to us. It's just been very awakening, and seeing this, I have realized I truly don't have any friends out here. I have nothing holding me here. There's nothing holding me down. So I'm going to see about what I have to do. And I know pretty much I don't even bother. I would have to declutter and literally get ready to go. I just don't see. My gum's gotten old. It's starting to fall apart. So I've come to the complete thing. I have no friends here. I don't do a large amount of drugs. I don't do, you know what I mean, the bad shit. I have a hard enough time just dealing with life in general. And I thought, well, I'll get a job, I'll make friends. No, I'll get a job and I'll work, and I won't make any friends. I'll just, eat lunch alone. It's like, shit. At least here I don't have to eat lunch alone. and just everything's alone. Everything is no friends, no life, no house. My house is so bad. The electrical is so scary. It looks like something you can find in cartoon, and I am not even joking. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. It's quite good here, and it's free, even the dentist, if you're not working. But hospital is always when it comes out of your tax money here. Oh, oh. That sounds good. What I figured is mainly to see what we could find. I'm just after coming home and crying and feeling like I have no friends at all. I mean, no friends that, people are nice at work. They're nice. I have acquaintances at work. I have no friends. Nobody goes, "Come over my house." And that's the one main reason why I went, to get a job and to make friends is, am I that bad? Am I that bad of a person? I must be a very evil, mean person, you know. Mm, Everything in Pahrump takes an hour and a half. Uh, I no longer go to the Crowbar restaurant because they're assholes. I worked there for a short time and they fired me on Christmas Eve. So I will never go back there. And then there's Vegas. That's an hour and a half. That's a 3-hour trip. I don't have the time for that. And it's like, I really, I really don't feel like going and partying. Why? I have no friends to party with. I mean, it's more fun when you have more people to go out and do those things. I have nobody. I would have to go to California to have those things because my friends are in California and I have no one here. It's like my friends are like, "Well, you come over here." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I can't. And I have stuff to do here." So I'm stuck between I should I go visit friends that actually love me, or should I go get stuff done at my house? And I'm come to the point. I think that I rather get stuff done to my house so I can move and be near people who want to be my friends. Because obviously I'm not nice enough to have friends here. Maybe I don't have enough money. I don't know. I'm just to that point where I don't have nobody. I spend my time alone and it's too much alone. You know, I don't have anyone who gives a crap to go, "Hey, just hang out. No one calls me and says, "Hey, Steph, you want to hang out?" No. My phone is used for shopping, it's used for everything but getting phone calls. No one ever calls me. I go months without calls. The only calls I get are from my friends from either of the places. Uh, oh, you smoke marijuana? Yeah. Shoot, you know what? I'm going to go get my marijuana thing in my car. I'll be back. Damn ghetto gates. They can't even put the ghetto gates on right. And they need to go to Detroit. I got 2 of them. They're really nice though. Got this one. This one's a hybrid. This one is a sativa. So I don't think anyone really, it's come to the point. I got to move. 6 years, no friends, none. I've never had it this way. I must be super, super asshole. That's what I think I am. I'm an asshole. That's all. I'm just an asshole. No one really, You would love to go to California? Oh, it's not like what it used to be. A lot of the beaches are really, really dirty and they have a lot of homeless people there and you got to be careful. Yeah. The beaches used to be so nice. We used to love to go to Santa Monica and we go to the beach there. And we had a friend, Crazy Christine. We call her Crazy Christine because, God Lord, that girl was just off the wall. No, I don't know how much alcohol, but I know there's no weed. But I do smoke my weed. Yes, I like my weed. Yeah. I just have no one, it's like no friends. And I've never been this way. I feel like one of those ugly girls, like the ugly girls you see in school. They eat their lunch alone and they are alone and no one really remembers their birthday. No one really gives a shit. So, yeah, I'm the ugly girl. That's what it is. I know it. Yeah. Yeah, it's scary at the beach. Yeah. California, Northern California is really pretty. They got the redwood forest. I've really been wanting to go there, for a long time. It's just, I have no friends. My house sucks. And I've never had it where you go to buy a storage container and you get no help and they look at you like shit. And it's like, yay, Pahrump, showing that homecoming experience. They're like, hi, welcome to Pahrump. Let's see, first of all, there's a lot of drug going on here. They're selling amphetamines and all that stuff and heavy duty drugs. We'll turn the other way. And then there's that hospital. You better pray you make it. Yeah, or they get the whirly bird out there. And then let's talk about if you want to, because the fuckers who built here didn't build a garage. They should have just, instead of smoking themselves to death, they should have just built a fucking garage. No. She decided to cementify it. I got it something in the middle of my driveway. I swear to God, it looks like an epiphany from hell. And that's the closest thing. I told somebody and I lost one of my subscribers. I told him I was going to put a giant dick on there. I'm going to put a big old dick. I'm going to put that. I'm going to have it all big and with balls. I'm going to have it with hairy. He got mad and said, you shouldn't put that on YouTube. Well, it's not children oriented here. That means, yes, I can put a dick if I wanted to. And I really do want to do that. I could call it like, if you rub the balls, maybe you might get pregnant. No one, no friends. I do have my blow up man. I should go get him. That's my friend. Steffi's one friend at work. That's it. No one gives a shit. I mean, really, they don't. Here in Pahrump, oh, let's just put it this way. The people with they just are up in arms. You don't know what you're dealing with. I've come to the point that I've never been to a place where people are so on guard. I mean, really on guard. Like, they look at you as a scam artist too, because they probably had to deal with scam artists. And that's what it is. And I never thought that Pahrump would be that bad, that I could not even get a friend in 6 years. I'm that bad of a person? Really? You know, You're having a smoke too, Paul. Have a smoke with me. I could get friends online. I got thousands. But to have friends here, to have someone to be nice for my birthday, to have somebody to actually remember, to be felt, like I'm a human being here in Pahrump. You might as well just, they talk about, the entertainment capital, but who wants to make a 3-hour trip? You got to add on 3 hours from your time. And if you don't have a day off, if you're not planning a day off, then you're like, okay, I'm not going nowhere. Because then you got to, come home at 1 in the morning and go back to work. It's not fun. So it sucks. I've never had it this bad. I feel so annihilate, so just done. I've never had it where I had no friends, no caring, no nothing. It was just a big no. And that's all I have. I have nothing, I've never had, where no one really gave a shit, including myself. I'm to that point where I don't give a shit no more. What's the use of going on? No one cares anymore. It's all for themselves. So, oh, no sharks in the water. Good. We over in San Diego, there's a nudist beach called Black's Beach. And I like to go down there. They had the Muscle Beach not far from there. So the guys would come in, they'd be all naked. And you're like, yeah, baby. Woohoo! Me and my friends would just line up our chairs and watch them walk. Yeah. And there was these two guys walking. One guy had a big old belly, itty bitty, peener. And then the one guy was, he was put together right. And he he had a bigger one. I'm telling my aunt, and I go, God dang, they were both the same height and everything. I'm telling my aunt, she goes, you know what, Steph, you know what it is. It's got to have sun on it. That stomach went all over his private parts, and it wasn't able to grow. And I go, that's an idea there. You got to have sun. And I miss that, California will never be the same, but I remember that was my favorite place. My cousins hated going to say, we got to go to Black's Beach. Oh no. Yeah, we got to go to Black's Beach. Why is that? It's clothing optional. So you can wear clothing and walk around there. And it's really cool because the beach is black. So hence the name Black's Beach. So when I was pregnant with Devin, I decided the only place I could go, because back then finding let's just put it this way. My girls were really big. I mean, real big. They didn't have a swimsuit in my top side. They had plenty of pregnancy swimsuits if I wanted my girls to be like flapping out. So I just kept my swimsuit and I, tucked it under and let them hang out on Black's Beach. And that's the day that my husband's friends all on Black Beach. They were afraid to come over because my girls were all hanging out. My boobs were all hanging out like the Europeans. I look so sexy. It was like, I just look just absolutely divine. Yeah. So my husband tells me sometime later, hey, this person was on Black's Beach. And I go, and was it when I was down there? Oh yeah, it was when I was down there. Oh, showing my girls getting a little suntan. Yeah. We're figuring out how to put a thing for the screen for the back of the swimming pool because I refuse to wear clothes alone in it. So yeah. We had neighbors that were drug dealers saying that they were going to call the police, and I told them, go for it. I'll tell them to come with a search warrant while they're on their way. They never did. I knew they wouldn't. Especially the time I threw my whole suit and told them they can hand it to me. Don't smoke weed and swim and talk to drug dealing neighbors. I don't know. Yeah, they ended up moving. Thank God. That woman had it. White woman. Her butt, I swear to God, was this big. And then she was like normal size. It's like, is this a joke? You just big. Baby got back. Baby got everybody's back in this neighborhood. Yeah. Her husband said that he took a remote, put it in her butt crack because he couldn't find a place to put it when she fell asleep on the living room couch. Oh, it's sad. Yeah. Finally they moved. We got that was this summer with the shooting and all that stuff. I found out what the commotion was they were playing when you're a kid and you play cowboys and Indians. That's what they were playing. I swear they were a bunch of dingle hoppers. I swear. So yeah. And then when you shop over at Walmart, that's the place where most of the young people are at. If you're going to go anywhere, it's like my husband goes, I'm so happy that more people are moving in from California. So we could get young people that aren't ready to die. It's like, should I have her as a neighbor, befriend her? How good is her health? Yeah. We befriended my one friend that I did have. She was addicted to opiates, and her boyfriend would not put her in a clean clinic. So she died from opiate overdose. And it was like the reason why she did is her boyfriend, who had kept everything under lock and key, decided to let her self medicate because she said she wanted to leave him. And I think he figured, she's not going to be here. I might as if I can't have her, let her go. And that's what happened. I was sad, and then my only friend was addicted to opiates. Poor thing. Oh, yeah, that is the bad thing, is the opiates. There's so many people I know that go next door because they are addicted to the opiates to the point where they're using the hard drugs. And that's something that shouldn't be done. It's just one thing. I just, It's sad. Well, at least I have you, Paul. You're my friend. Yeah. Yeah, it's just at least I mean, all the friends I have on Facebook, I think some of the accounts are no longer. I had them from college, so a lot of people are like, "Well, you know, we'd be in a group of people, and there would be two guys and four girls, and they did not want to share their phone number with these girls, so they would use Facebook, and that's what would happen. Suddenly, we would have like special rooms and stuff that you can chat and do your homework. It was pretty neat, it was a good idea. It just, oh shit, where did I put that damn thing? Oh, there it went. It's just, you get stuck with other people. I still miss that. I miss going to college. I want to go back. I was taking law. I really loved it. I didn't want to be a paralegal. I wanted to be a lawyer. Oh, did I have the hottest teacher ever? I had this one teacher. Oh my God. I had the biggest crush. He was the hardest teacher too. He was a good teacher. Good teacher. But I had so much fun. I didn't have friends there either. No, I really didn't. I'm glad it's been fun for you, Paul. So anyway, I got my new mixes. I guess I can have something for dinner, something different. This one is plant-based. Banana cinnamon. It's supposed to taste like banana sundaes. So I'm gonna try that. I'm so excited. Woo-hoo. Something. It has no soy, so men can have it and not have to worry about their genitals shrinking, they talk about, and all the meat I buy is made for where men can eat it and their genitals won't shrink. It's like, we don't want to put soy so they all talk like this. So it's really good. I should put 2 scoops. That'd be 300 calories. No, 280. Yeah. Try to figure out. So I can get the most protein. You're supposed to take so much protein each day in order for your body to help repair yourself, because I don't eat meat. They were joking in Dream Room. They said, Steph, I know you got to at least sleepwalk, and go and eat meat. And I go, no. The reason why I have quit eating meat is my family has my father, my grandmother, people who are real close to me have had heart problems. My mother's heart problem was induced from taking so much amphetamines through the years and not taking care of her body. That was the reason why she had heart problems. My mother's family, you can't kill them. My mom found a way to kill herself slowly, and it caused her to get dementia. All the stuff she had taken caused her all kinds of stuff. It was fun. The last 2 years of her life, I spent more times running, what you call, because I lived in California, running down the hill to go and either have her give back the neighbor's cat. Yeah, The cat was about this big. I mean, that sucker was like, it was like, God damn, it's not a cat, it's a freaking dog or something. It just looks like a cat and dog and a cat. Oh, God damn. She go, the cat's underfed. Mom, where is it underfed? That's like, fat Aunt Sue telling you she lost 10 pounds and you're going, yeah, sure did in that armpit of yours. It's a little hollow, isn't it? It's the same thing. I have to give it back to the neighbors. And they were these nice Asian people. They were like, we don't want cause any problem with, your mom crazy as fuck. Your mom coming next door. She talked to our cat. It's like, what? My mom comes and talks to the cat. No, go on 4 legs. Talk to cat and go meow, meow, meow. And I go, oh shit, no. You're not putting it on YouTube. Please don't put it on YouTube. Let me get it first. I'm on live.
So now you're happy.
I've been doing drugs.
No. You need to if you live in Pahrump.
It's like, oh, you mean old Jenkins died? Well, shoot, he's 84 and he went to the whorehouse last week. I figure he's getting close to dying. Oh, God. My mom. Oh, you know how I used to go down the hill because she used to take the Asian people's cat and, they said it was underfed and the cat was this big. Remember that? Yeah. Oh, the cat's underfed. It looks a little bit, just a little bit, The cat's underfed and it looks like it's skinny. Where, Mom? And poor the lady going, oh, my cat. No, my mom didn't eat it. Oh, no, I'm not worried. I'm worried about the Vietnamese next door. They get it, on parts of it. You might get a cat with 3-legged cat. I'm like, really? Oh, God, I miss working. I worked at TGI Fridays. Oh, my gosh. We had a new bartender. Nicest kid ever. Really. He was a nice kid. We had to give so many free appetizers because the poor guy would liquor up everybody. I wanted him as my bartender. I'm like, damn, he makes them drink strong. He was freely with the liquor real good. We get people bumping into walls. The funniest one was, of course, when I wasn't there and I hear about it, about the noisy, sexy, they were having sex in the bathroom. And I'm like, these are the times that I wish I could have had, put it on my YouTube channel because they had somebody who recorded it. I was like, shit, they were in the front of DJI Fridays. You can hear it. Oh, kids, today is remember, it's a kid friendly. We had to know all this stuff about TGI Fridays. Like they have, and every TGI Fridays has all the same decorations, including this certain decorations or whatever. I forget. Anyway, I met I think it was like one of the Charmed ones, the women that play, and she was real nice. I never mentioned her or anything. I just served her. I didn't ask for her autograph. I just felt kind of weird, Can I have her autograph? I don't know. But my family, because I was so what you call shy as a kid, they thought that I would probably never meet anyone to marry. Probably back then they just wanted to get rid of me. It's like they couldn't keep me. How can I say this? When you have like babysitters, like say your friend has a babysitter and you want to borrow them, then usually the babysitter goes, so who am I watching for? They go, Stefania. And they go, oh no, hang up. Yeah, I went through a lot of babysitters in that area. We had to sometimes go out of the area. because they would put you in a room with a window. It's all one story. It's California. You just go out the window, do what you want. I got in so much trouble. By the time I was 8, there was really no one to watch me. I kid you not. I had one babysitter. They had a trellis on the side of their house. They had a 2-story, and they had horses, and they had a whole thing in back, a whole farm. I'm like, woohoo! I would crawl down the trellis and help myself to the farm. Yeah, I got caught too. Yeah. I didn't know how to I didn't really want to climb to get back, so I went through the house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hard drugs, I think, are everywhere. Oh, yeah. Having a drink now and then and having, smoke, especially if you're feeling down. I really believe that it's, better than, hurting yourself in some form or manner. That's why I said, God, I just want to take sleeping pills and just die, and I just thought to myself that it's better off to talk to people and to tell people how you feel. And it's like I've never been in a place that I've never had, friends. So, if you want to, I usually, most days I put up a video, and some of them are, um, 5 minutes long or 2 minutes long. And I say hi, and let people know, I'm not happy or what's going on. It's just, that's my only outlet, really. I had this channel under a different name with Omega Forever Trump, and then the crazy next door neighbor. Oh, this is my baby, my baby, my baby. Oh, gee. My baby. And I wanted a chihuahua, and I got you. I got you. Oh, 100 pounds of you. Go. She's great. We end up watching her for a year, and the family couldn't take her back. They would send intermittently money, but I was like paying it out of mine and thinking that she was going to be reunited with her family. And they ended up, the one woman moved back with her daughter, and she is in a place where she can't have animals. And I have more than an ample room. She has a sofa that's in front of our bed. It's not a sofa, it's a love seat. That is her bed. It was cheaper to spend $50 on a used, thing from Salvation Army than what it is to buy one for $100. That wouldn't last her. So this has lasted. It's actually a good name brand. I was surprised. We bought it in California over in Salvation Army. They had one over in there. But a lot of people like to visit California. It is a beautiful place. All in all, I was able to make friends. I had actually I had real good neighbors. We didn't have a car one time, and the guy in the party store who knew us and stuff, he was like, "You borrow my car," so we borrowed his car. It was funny, but and that's because they knew my mom too. They probably felt bad for me. They did little, poor cat. Poor cat probably going, "Oh God, not that crazy one who goes on all fours and goes meow meow." So I asked my mom about that, and she first said no, she didn't do it. And I go, "They got it on video." And she goes, "Well, yeah." I had to take her for her doctor's appointment. Her husband was a truck driver and actually left her alone to her own devices with dementia. Yeah, that's the reason why. The end result was his own doing, because he's stupid. And she would go to her, you when you get your blood drawn early in the morning, you don't eat nothing for 10 hours, and then they draw your blood and they say just drink water or whatever. That's what they said. They told her water. Was it water? Yeah. Don't eat nothing, you could drink water. So they did the test a bunch of times, and I didn't do what I usually do, which I naughty Steffi didn't go and check what mommy was up to, because she was up to something. Yes, the test kept coming up high sugar, so I went and looked in the kitchen for the culprit, because I knew that's where it was. It was, of course, her ice cream. She decided, since they said she can drink liquids, she would take her ice cream and become liquefied. And I'm like, really, Mom? Really? She's like, they said, don't go in the liquids. They mean clear liquids. Is this clear? Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, always keeping me on my toes. She had this bunch of old cases when she first married my dad. And it was like mementos and stuff. And it was all kinds of, like, you see, like when you go, she worked. There used to be some doctors' places over by this place called Whiskey A Go Go, and she would collect all the stuff from the Whiskey A Go Go. You have like who was playing and stuff, and I remember going through this, all her like mementos, not after she died, but she was still living. She didn't want me to go through it. So what happened was I pulled one thing. Yeah, I stole one thing from my mom. She wouldn't let me have it. And I knew that, it was something that would have ended up getting thrown out. It was a leather purse that had strings, like it was really 60s. And I still have it to this day. And I was thinking about that, about, um, what my mom had said. And she always had so much fun, and I'm like, my mom going, no, you don't think of your parents as, young or anything, especially when you're having to deal with her and the next door neighbor. Oh God, poor cat. Thank God she didn't find a dress that fitted. Yes, she wanted to dress that flabby cat. I said, please don't dress that cat. No, no, no. He's not declawed. I can guarantee it will not be a happy ending. Yeah, there's no, that Chinese cat no give no happy ending. No. Yeah, so I'm just hoping to get where I can sell this house. I'm not looking forward to the wiring. Oh, God. That is one of the scariest things, though. The wiring for the electrical is scary. Everything on this house is scary. We thought, we were told, we can get this work done, go to Easy Set. Another thing, and anyone who would help us, like last year, we couldn't get no one out because why? We had the China virus. God damn Chinese. Everything, all our problems in the US, Chinese. Now we got Crazy Joe, he don't even know where he's at, and he's bought and paid for by the Chinese. We got a Chinese president. That's how I feel. But yeah. Because the last time I can't even watching him talk is like watching flies fuck. It's like not too exciting, and it's like, come on, get the word. Oh Jesus! You feel like you're with your great aunt who had a lot of problems with her motor skills, because of whatever reason. She's older, got dementia too, and she's yeah. The one that pinches everyone's ass. That aunt. Yeah. That's what he reminds me of. That aunt, just putting it out there. I'm not getting political, okay? It's just that's the reason why I don't watch Joe. And then I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And I got these things. I had them in my one video. And they remind me of, if you're a Star Trek fan, these sound like the Trouble with Tribbles. They're called Tribbles. And they sound like Tribbles. It's like, I gotta go Tribbles. I don't know what happens when the battery goes out. I'll have to do some operating and to replace the batteries. The woman said she pretty much spent $25 a piece for these. I'm like, really? Because she was in the Harry Potter park. You know, you kids all excited. You know what I think these would make? Great. You can even, for those women who don't have big boobs, you know, you can just feel a little bit bigger. It's like, I want to be gigantic. Woohoo! Okay. And they purr too. they see, that's the problem. You know what they need to do for these women who want to have like reconstructive surgery is to have the inside part where it makes cute noises like that. Wouldn't that be neat? Can you imagine touching someone's boobs and having it go, woo? Oh God. So they still have lockdown? Oh my God. But I've been wanting to go to like that Universal Studios for, with Harry Potter. Because I'm Gryffindor. Same as Harry Potter. Well, I'm glad. I'm happy that the lockdown has stopped. They're talking about having no more masks now and opening up a bunch of places. I'm like, okay, everyone got those vaccine shots, so they're all good. My sister-in-law got it, and she was in the hospital for 2 days. She has, she had cancer, and she had beat it. But the thing was that I think that her having cancer and beating it and then taking this vaccine really was the kicker. I've had other people who were not in that great of health really shouldn't have taken it, and they didn't fare very well, or they just felt very sick. So, like, I'm not taking it. I'm gonna wait for the others to take it. I don't like shots in the first place, so yeah. I just hope everyone, and thank you, Paul, for joining me. I really appreciate it. So does I got 2 roosters. Yeah, it's fun. They're big black roosters. So I was calling them big black cocks. I go, oh, no. We'll just call it BBC. And we have Slick Willie. He's outside we have him in the pen, and Slick Willie's outside the pen. And then we got George inside, the George that you see, like with it'd be like Bugs Bunny going, I love you, George. Yeah. Yeah, Universal Studios. It's supposed to be a whole like Harry Potter experience, and I wanted to go. I mean, I thought to myself, God, that'd be great. I can actually dress up. And I wanted to dress up as Luna Lovegood because I like her glasses with the hand thing. I think that's cool. And she's she reminds me, Luna Lovegood, the character reminds me of a friend of mine that I knew, and her parents were in the 60s, and they lived down the way, and they had this really cool looking house, and it had the badass, like, this tree house. It was really neat. So yeah, everyone loves Harry Potter that I ever talked to. I talked to a Slytherin though, and I said, I don't know. We were shopping around Christmas, and someone, I have this pair of leggings that is 9 3/4, and it says run for 9 3/4, and it matches. And I always get in great conversations with either one of the houses or my own house. But I've recently met someone from Huff and Puffle House, and they were really cool. So, you're in the same thing, but Slytherin, you just, oh, I don't know. Right, Paul?
Mm.
I better get going. I hope everyone has a good day. I'm just going to get high and be happy, and then go to work and deal with that. Deal with work and be happy. And I love you guys, and have a cosmic day. Bye.